A transmission control unit, or TCU, is an electronic device that controls the functions of an electronic automatic transmission. For computer-controlled transmissions, nothing beats the TCI EZ-TCU. Compatible with most popular GM transmissions, the EZ-TCU requires no laptop, software, or tuning experience. The EZ-TCU is configured right out of the box to allow for maximum electronic control over shift points, shift firmness, and shift speed. This tutorial is going to cover how to set up the EZ-TCU. We'll review the setup wizard and common tuning options. The first step in the tuning process will prompt you to start a new tune. Selecting Yes will allow you to continue to the Startup Wizard and will also reset the baseline settings. Next, choose your transmission type. We selected 4L65E. Enter the number of cylinders your engine has. We have a V8. When prompted, select Enter Diameter. If you don't know the diameter of your rear wheel tire, select Use Tire Size to use the tire size calculator. Our tires were 25.5 inches, so that's what we entered. Next, you'll select the appropriate speedometer signal number, called ppm, as required by your speedometer. Different speedometers will require different signal inputs. If an optional TCI speedometer control unit will be used to drive a mechanical speedometer, select 4000 ppm or SCU. If you won't be using the EZ-TCU speedometer output, it doesn't matter what setting is selected. On our muscle car, we didn't need the speedometer output. Enter your rear-end gear ratio. If you're unsure of your exact ratio, enter your best estimated guess at this point. We entered 350 gears. This is your shift RPM at wide open throttle and maximum RPM. Input the highest RPM you want your engine to reach during wide open throttle shifting. We wanted our transmission to shift at 6,500 RPM. Calibrating your throttle position must be performed with the engine off. To calibrate your throttle position sensor, leave the throttle at idle. Once the value is recorded, when prompted, hold the throttle wide open. The setup wizard will tell you how long to hold the throttle open while it records that value. Once configured, the TCU will need to run a power cycle. Key off, wait 10 seconds, and turn the key back on. This is all you need to do the setup for your EZ-TCU. Let's take a look at common tuning options. The EZ-TCU has some customizable tuning options if you're looking to fine-tune your transmission and engine combination. This option allows you to adjust the vehicle's speeds at which the transmission shifts under part throttle conditions. Selecting a higher number means the transmission will shift at higher speeds. To affect the demeanor of the transmission, adjust the aggressiveness of the overall shift strategy. A higher number means the transmission will hold gears longer and be quicker to downshift. To change your shift firmness, the EZ-TCU will adjust the base transmission line pressure. Higher numbers mean higher pressure felt as firmer shifts. Higher pressure also allows for less lag as the gears engage. Line pressure will always be maxed out during full throttle operation and automatically increases with increasing throttle. Line pressure does not need to be set extremely high in normal part throttle driving in order to get full pressure shifts under heavy load. This allows you to adjust how much more aggressive the shift strategy becomes when your EZ-TCU is in performance mode. Adjusting to a higher setting allows the transmission to hold gears longer and be quicker to downshift. Adjustments are applied on top of any previous adjustments that were placed in the shift aggressiveness setting. This function adjusts the amount shifts are firmed up when in performance mode. Adjusting to a higher number creates firmer shifts. Adjustments are applied on top of any previous adjustments that were placed in the shift firmness setting. To compensate for errors in the entered tire size and rear axle gear ratio, you may use the Adjust Speedo function to fine-tune the EZ-TCU speedometer output. While driving the vehicle, use the arrow keys to adjust the current speed reading up and down. You will need an independent speed reference for comparisons to verify the speed as reported by the EZ-TCU. This setting allows you to select the minimum vehicle speed required for the EZ-TCU to lock the torque converter clutch. This will allow for better fuel economy while cruising and allows for cooling of the transmission fluid. This function can be disabled by entering an unobtainable speed in the setting. This function will adjust the maximum throttle opening allowed before the torque converter clutch is unlocked. Locking up the torque converter clutch can feel the same as shifting into a higher gear. This causes the RPM to drop and the engine to work harder to accelerate the vehicle. If the max torque converter clutch throttle position sensor is set too low, the torque converter clutch too easily locks up. If it's set too high, the vehicle may feel unresponsive during medium or high-speed cruising. When applying more throttle, the engine will feel like it's struggling until the torque converter clutch unlocks and allows the engine to accelerate the vehicle with more ease. Thank you for your interest in the TCI EZ-TCU. For more information, or if you'd like more technical assistance, call TCI at 888-776-9824 or visit www.tciauto.com.